Ashton, that was your first roll. They might sleep better. How was your nap? How was your nap? Hi guys. Ashton just woke up from his last nap of the day, and I am going to share his little nighttime routine. I want to share this, but I also want to stress that we don't have his sleep down packed yet. It's something that we are working on, so I'll talk a little bit about that in the video. If you're new here, my name is Lindsey, and I am a mom to two. I have a 3-year-old named Hayden and a 3-month-old named Ashton. And in this video, I'm going to share our nighttime routine. So it's just about 7 o'clock, and he actually just woke up from his last nap of the day. We generally wake up for the day around 8 o'clock. So we try and get him to bed around 8 o'clock. And I find that if we get him to bed any earlier than that, then he thinks it's just a nap and he will get up for like a whole nother wake time again. So now that he's up around 7 o'clock, he will probably go to bed around 8:30. We as a family already ate dinner, and Ashton nursed, and then he went down for his nap. So I did mention in his 2-month update that he was putting himself to sleep, but like right when I posted that video and right when he turned like 3 months old, he stopped putting himself to sleep, and we've been bouncing him. There's actually, I don't know if you can see it, there's an exercise ball in his room because we literally bounce him to sleep, and it's starting to just like take a really long time. So I'm going to start the Taking Cara Babies, like 3 to 4 month techniques. So wish me luck. I will do an update at the end of the video on how it's working for us. My hope for this video is that it goes smoothly because it's been a little bit of a struggle lately at bedtime, but also that you see a little bit of realness, because a 3-month-old routine is not always going to work out. It's not always going to go as planned. I think the key thing is for newborns is to be aware of their wake windows. So I'll put a chart up on the screen here actually, or you can just Google like newborn or baby wake windows, and that's probably like the thing that you need to know the most, is what their wake windows are, because if you're putting a baby to bed that's not tired enough, that's just going to be frustrating. If you're putting a baby to bed that is overtired, then they could be crying, they could be like restless, and that's just really hard to. So following their wake times is super important and helpful when trying to get a baby to sleep. So I'll try and keep him on track tonight. Since it is 7 o'clock, we're getting Hayden, our 3-year-old, ready for bed. My husband has been doing most of Hayden's bedtimes, or if Nick is working late, then my mom has been coming over to help us out a lot. But during this time, Hayden's getting ready for bed. It's a long process, he's a toddler, but we will always usually let him love on his brother a little bit and say goodnight and everything. And if the timing works out, we'll read them books together or something. But this night I wanted to give Ashton a bath, so we're doing their routines separately. Whoa! Ashton, that was your first roll! Holy! I was just setting up the camera to just record his tummy time, and he rolled. Hi! There you go. Hi!
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations, oh, 'cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting.
While I get Ashton's bath ready, I'm just have him on his playmat doing a little bit of tummy time as long as he will allow, and then switch him over to his back. And then before I got him into his bath, I cleared his nose with saline drops. I try to do this either every day or every 2 days, just kind of as needed. Babies have such little nasal passages. It really helps them to clear them out. They might sleep better, just be able to breathe better. So I try to do this every day or every second day.
I was so stuck, I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson, cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
While I'm bathing him, I am focusing a little bit on his head. He still has a little bit of cradle cap. I make sure to get in between his fingers really well and underneath his neck really well. I don't bathe my kids every night. We probably do every third night or something. I don't find that it really helps with their sleep that much, so that's just what works for us. And then I'm putting his diaper on as well as a sleeper for the night. I'm putting barrier cream on his bum, lotion on his body, and I also brush the very little hair that he has on his head.
The pieces back together.
Once he has his diaper on and pajamas on, I like to get his sleep sack ready in his crib, and then I nurse him his before bedtime feed. After he finishes nursing, I burp him and I turn on his white noise and swaddle him up. To get Ashton drowsy, I bounce him on this exercise ball. When he was a newborn, this would work in 100 bounces. I would count to 100 and he would get so drowsy and I could just put him down and he would fall asleep. Now it was taking like 3 to 5 minutes and sometimes even longer, like up to like 10-20 minutes, which is why we wanted to start doing some of the Taking Cara Babies techniques, which I wasn't sure how I was going to capture some of that, so I got some footage. I like screen recorded our monitor from my phone the night that this was happening. So I am holding my hand on his chest for part of this, and then also once he's calm, I let him be for a little bit and see if he's going to settle and fall asleep on his own. Just let them settle for a bit, see if they're going to settle on their own, and then do the intervening if necessary. So he got a little fussy again, so I'm just trying some of the intervention techniques. I know I'm not 100% following what the guide says. I just get really frantic when my babies are crying. Yeah, I'm trying to put my hand on his chest here after replacing his soother, and it works for a little bit, but he ends up getting fussy again. Hey guys, so it is a little while later. It is almost 10 o'clock, and that's because my camera and tripod were in the nursery, because when we like left the room, obviously we weren't gonna like grab stuff because there's a sleeping baby. So what ended up happening was I tried to go through all the different steps and techniques of the Taking Cara Babies, and Ashton was just not calming down for me, which like when Hayden or when Ashton cries, like I do get very frantic, like I want to stop it. I just want to hold him and make it stop and everything. So I was like right beside his crib trying to like soothe him with like the rocking and the firm hand on the chest, and it was not working. And my husband came in and he's like, I read the sheets, like let me try. And he was just really consistent with like a firm hand and like the rocking back and forth. He said he does it like slower than I do it. He did that for like 5 minutes straight. Ashton eventually calmed down, and Nick said that he left the room and he was like still a little bit awake. I checked on the monitor and he fell asleep. So hopefully this is a start of something. We're gonna continue doing this. He's 3.5 months right now. I know we're in for a 4-month sleep regression, but I'm just hoping that this like helps. Also because like I feel like every time I'm taking 15, 20, half an hour to put him to sleep for like a nap or in the evening, it's just like time I could be spending with Hayden, or in the evening that I could be spending with Nick, and it's time lost that he should be sleeping, or just like having fun awake time instead of just trying to fall asleep. Like it's for him, right? Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it helped you. Subscribe for more updates, more baby updates, sleep updates. I'm sure we're in for a wild ride of sleep changes so much over that first year. But yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.